Good morning, traders. Venderman here with FuturestraderElite with your pre-market prep on 2/18. It's Wednesday. Let's jump into these charts and see if we can find us some zones worth looking at today. So here we got the 4-hour chart. We've got a 4-hour bearish trend line up top. We have a green trend line, 4-hour down here. Let's zoom into this a little bit so we can kind of see what's been going on. Right now we're currently trading around 875. It looks like we're right inside this 4-hour box right here. Or no, it's a 15-minute box. You can see we tagged this 4-hour zone up here. We got a 4-hour precision entry zone from 8:05 to 8:15. We got a couple close up here together, so this is 9:30 to 9:40, and this one's 9:55 to 9:65. You kind of got to watch that whole zone as is if it's one piece because of how close they are. Down here we got one just above the golden pivot from 7:20 to 7:10, and you know, everything's still bearish overall. You can see we're still dragging below this 50 EMA. We got an imbalance zone here where the R2 pivot is from about 30 to 185. It's a big imbalance zone on the 4-hour. We'll hop down and take a look at this on the 1-hour real quick. Alright, here's that precision entry zone on the 4-hour that's right above the golden pivot. You can see we have another one below that is 685 to 675. And then we have some 1-hour ones down here, these green ones, 665 to 655 and 630 to 620. Currently at 884, which we made a big move yesterday to the upside. So, you know, 400 or 500 points. It could get drugged back down though, all the way back down in this area. You know, the 500s, maybe even down to this trend line down here would put it in the 400 range. We just need to see what happens when they open up the market today, see what happens, if they can show us which way they want to go at the open, or is it just going to be a choppy kind of day. Take us down to the 15-minute. This upper trend line is sitting around 115 from where we're at currently. So, and you can see the R2 pivot is just above it inside that imbalance zone. You know, if they could get up there and sweep this trend line, they may tag at R2. That'd be a trade I'll be watching for if they drive it up, and how it gets there, on whether it's a first reaction to the trend line or reaction to the sweep. Just have to wait and see how that plays out. You know, they could take us, chop us around in this zone here from where it is, you know, say 875 to 955 or so, where that pivot is there. We just need to wait and see what the opening range is, but until they can show us something to the upside, say now we need to break, I don't know, let's say 25,050 and start filling this imbalance zone here to even get a leg up. Everything keeps getting rejected down. So, you know, if we could get above this imbalance zone, that would be nice, but the real kicker would be to get up here. We need to get up above 25.5 to start looking bullish to the upside maybe here. We had this hard down in this bounce, consolidation sideways and down again. So if we don't reject over here, what we're looking for is to take this area out right here. If we can take that area out with some strength, we might be able to get pushed back up here, but that would be a good sign to get up here and stay up here. This whole area right here and then just right here is a little bit higher than this, so you know, still 25.50 should do it, or I mean 25.550, somewhere in that area. Break that R2 pivot, that'd for sure get us looking bullish, as long as they can hold it up there and they don't drop it real hard. The key is going to be to get it there and hold it. I think that's all I'm going to have for today. I'll put a before the market opens, if it does much, I will update the live updates channel with a screenshot if I had to move any precision entry zones around, and then we'll go from there. Currently we're above the golden pivot. On the 1 hour we're above the 50 EMA, so that's positive. But then on the lower time frame, we aren't. I believe that we are below the 50 EMA, but we're still above the golden pivot. So we'll just have to hold out and see what the market does when it opens. Everybody stay sharp, stay green out there, stay patient, sit on them hands and let them trades come to you. Don't force anything. And I'll see you guys in Discord. Have a great day.